Oh, okay. Another story time.
We got to take advantage of Dirk while he's here. We got to get, all these stories and, and our hunting career has only been three seasons.
Yeah.
So, but got to spend a fair amount of days together.
Yeah, it's been good.
Been good. So what are we about to watch here, Dirk?
This is the episode where I may or may not shoot at an elk.
Oh, yeah. No.
Maybe.
So what we did in Wyoming is we had enough guys and we had enough tags. We had 4 tags, so we split up into 2 groups. We didn't all hunt together. So sometimes it would be Dirk and Corey and Donnie, and sometimes it would be Donnie, and we'd all kind of intermingle, and we had a spreadsheet, and we would trade on and off. And then pretty soon it was just a free-for-all, and we just went for it. And we go here and you go there, and anyway. So this is day 1 in Wyoming. We just got there the night before,
I want
right?
to set the stage even further. So we drove to Wyoming, Trent and I did, and we got the text. Trevor, I think that night's the one that Trevor killed his bull.
Was it?
And then Nate somewhere in there.
There was some crazy stuff happening in Oregon.
Yeah, it was an unbelievable deal. Like just elk tipping over everywhere. Like you couldn't have scripted Land of the Free out any better than how the first 20 episodes go. We were adding it up we killed like 12 bulls and
13, I think.
13 in that short amount of time.
13, yeah. It was good.
It was pretty crazy. And we roll into this spot and fresh burn. Like we're talking that last season charge.
That summer.
Was it that summer?
It looked like the moon.
No. It was the last season,
Yeah, the season before, but it looked like the moon. And we get there and we got to camp in a campground with grizzly bear containers.
Bear box.
Like the first night, we take our oatmeal into the tent and like, what are you guys
Corey's
doing?
like, you're crazy. And I'm like, what? Anyway, because we
Yeah.
never hunted around grizzly bears ever.
No,
I'd never have.
for sure. So. But we made a drive that night and bugling bulls kind of everywhere.
Yeah.
Wasn't terrible.
Night before season opened.
Wasn't bad.
Remember just bulls bugling in the moonlight. It was pretty awesome setting to get amped up for opening day.
Yeah.
About level 11.
Gives you pretty good confidence that you're probably going to hear enough the next day.
Yeah.
Good chance of it.
Yeah.
And we did. So that's what's going into day 1, Land of the Free 1.0, Wyoming.
So we've been trying to keep this thing just nice and clean and pristine. And it's day 1.
That was the Dodge. That was Trevor's pickup, wasn't it?
Already like a bomb went off.
He appreciated that.
He did. Actually, if he was in it, it would look 5 times.
Ridgelines?
Yeah.
Wouldn't even see the floorboards.
Team Kilroy up to bat. Donnie said he won't wear face paint with us because, what was the excuse there?
That's why I grew a beard.
That's why I grow a beard.
Good point.
I love it.
He doesn't realize that.
Oh man, this day we hiked a lot of miles. This day, was it that day?
Yeah.
So we went back to one of the spots that we road bugled from the night before, and started locating right at. I mean, it was like the first spot we hit.
Yep.
We got a bugle going not too far away. So, and we'll do that a lot. We'll at night we'll go and road bugle spots, and then get on Onyx, and then just.
Giving away the secrets.
We never road bugle. I wouldn't do it. It's not a good idea.
Elk do not bugle at night.
I would rather sleep. That's a good call.
Yep. Guys are all painted up.
Yeah. It looks cool.
Looks like a grizzly bear got you,
Yeah.
Cody.
It's kind of that.
That's my guide. Do whatever he says. He'll tell me when to shoot. He'll tell me when to draw. Pretty much a canned hunt, really. Isn't it? I figured it probably was. Halfway there. Halfway. Should we say?
Donnie's such an awesome dude.
He's tied up, so.
When he was traveling with
Good
Philadelphia, I've never laughed so hard. He did. He just
It's subtle.
Yeah, exactly.
Dry sense of humor.
Yes.
And sometimes it takes you a little bit to even catch what he's saying.
Yeah.
And you're like, wait a minute.
Wait, did that just happen?
That is funny.
So Donnie, actually, if you watch Donnie bugle, it's weird. He holds the bugle right to the side of his mouth every single time, and then you can see like right there, just a little different. I mean, so it might.
You do that too.
I do that when I lip
Sometime
ball.
when you lip ball.
Yeah.
It just something different. You guys might just, try different ways that you hold your bugle.
This bull came in hot.
He ran over Donnie, and
and
I never got a shot at him.
Kind of set up in it.
It was bad. It was bad. All right, Trent's knocking up here.
Tell them about the pink strings.
They're beautiful.
They're beautiful. I think everybody's heard about the pink strings. Anyway, my daughter, actually, I let her pick out my bow strings or my bow colors every single year. So she can it's kind of a way for her to be involved a little bit in the hunt. And she giggles and thinks it's pretty funny. So anyway, she likes the color pink. So it's been pink and purple for a lot of years. And this year it's actually blue.
Blue.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
wow.
beautiful, Dirk.
Changing it up.
Yeah. I was talking to Troy Hellman the other day, and he goes, "Oh, good call, Trent." He goes, "Blue, the only color an elk can see." Good. I said, "Darn it."
Then there's that.
Then there's that. So this is one thing that I will say about this hunt. I actually watched this the other day for some weird reason. I'm not sure why. If Wyatt had it on the TV or something. Anyway, I did not have a bugle. So one thing that it's just, yeah. I had a collar, but it's still good as the shooter to have a bugle in hand or at least on your pack or something that you can use. So anyway, you'll see here, I bugle just through I just kind of cup my hand over my mouth and bugle. And I mean, it worked, don't get me wrong, the bull responded and everything, but yeah, keep that bugle on you.
Definitely.
Or just rely on Donnie the whole time.
Yeah, you could do that.
I thought this bull was going to circle down because the wind was coming down. I thought he was going to come down below us here. And anyway, it was not the case. He came up above us.
I want to get that bird's eye view.
Yeah, he wanted to get the bird's eye view I thought he was going for wind, and he went for view. Yeah.
I think they like to trust their eyes first and then their nose
Then
second.
circle last
right,
result. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think you're right. Like a 370 bull.
Focus, Cody.
You're better than that, Cody. This burn was weird. So it had big burn spots, and then it would be like a green patch right in the middle of nothing.
Pockets for sure.
Yeah, and that's where we'd kind of try to set up because the burn was just so wide open. So Donnie's back up on that hill somewhere to the left.
Just like right off screen there on the left.
And, I mean, what did he say? The bull was like 5 yards from him,
Something like
raking
that.
a tree?
Jeez.
And he was Donnie was like laying on the ground. And I'm down here just no big deal, you know.
He's got cell phone video, I'm pretty sure.
Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember that.
I thought he was going to walk right into that opening and we were going to shoot him. Nope.
He sat up there and just raked.
I mean, it worked perfectly, honestly, because, I mean, he came right to the collar. So, I mean, it was just our setup was...
Do you think it's advantageous to have a collar or sometimes be your own collar?
I kind of like being in my own collar because in situations just like this, if things go awry, and especially if the collar doesn't have a bow, then the bull will get by the shooter, and now what do you do?
Yeah.
I always try to I always want my shooter to be on that direct line of sight of where that bull's going to be coming, and then arc down a little bit so he won't be, just have a frontal shot. But keeping in mind there is, a little bit of downdraft of wind, or let's say, maybe have your arc that you're going to set up on, you be on the downwind side of that.
Gotcha.
On that straight line. Because I think a lot of times they like to trust their eyes first. They want to come up and get that visual before they start trying to wind check you.
Especially if they're fired up.
Yeah, especially if they're really fired up. Yep.
Yeah.
Now, if you're just cow calling, maybe not. Maybe they're going to do that, come in, and do that little downwind thing and skirt you, try to
look-see.
Kind of smell you before. Seems like if you can appeal to their anger and get them to come pissed off, then they're going to be more likely to come at a straight line to you.
Trent throwing out the cow calls.
This is me doing anything I can right now just to get that elk to go from eating Donnie to somewhere within bow range where I can shoot it. See that?
That wasn't bad.
Oh, you can't
That
teach.
wasn't bad.
You can't teach that.
It might have sounded like a chihuahua
It
or a rabbit getting murdered.
It had a Sam Squatch kind of sound to it.
It worked.
Yeah,
Look at
turned
him.
him
Here it
around.
comes. Yeah.
Can you imagine if you just walked out right there and I would have pinwheeled him?
You'd be doing that
I'd
every
have looked
year.
like a hero.
Yeah.
Instead, nothing.
Looking.
He's going, you know, something's down there.
Like, you know when he turns like, oh, he's gonna take a couple more
Yep.
steps. Like,
He's just like,
no,
I
wait,
go,
no.
no, come back.
Something's not right. I'm out of here. But I'm going to bugle my way out of here just to look cool and to sound neat. Yeah,
Drag you guys across the.
just to drag you across the
Oh man.
desert.
I think that was like, because Donnie tracked on Onyx. It was like a 15 mile.
It was a long one.
Yeah, it was one of the longer days I've had chasing.
But we were on bugles quite a bit.
A lot of times, you know, and we're day hunting guys. We're not bivvy hunting here, so we're hunting from a truck, going to different places every day, and a lot of times you'll find those really long mileage days on those kind of hunts.
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah.
Versus a bivvy, you're probably not going to cover as many miles in a day
Yeah, 6
Because-
to 8 on a, I would say.
Yeah.
because you're camping right where the action's happening instead
Yeah.
of having to walk out 5 or 6 miles in the dark or whatever every day.
Try to stay as close to the road as you can.
That's right.
Pro tip.
Doug Flutie pro tip.
Pro tip. Definitely pro tip.
Bugle from the truck
Bugle from the
with
truck.
the heater going inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And don't shut it off.
You know, never shut it off.
Donnie's like, well, nice job, Trent. Nice hunting with you. When do you come into play?
Here pretty soon.
Yeah, we swap cameras and go. He said it was from me to him, so like 3 or 4 steps.
Close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Donnie must have just been right on the left side of that shooting. Token boot shot.
We got a good boot shot. You can't beat it.
Well, it tells a story. You're moving.
Yeah,
You know.
you're walking.
We could have done a time lapse.
Probably should have.
Probably should have.
Probably not the best setup scenario here.
Just around the crest of her head. What are you
Sun on
talking-
her back,
Yeah.
which I guess is better than in your face.
Look at that
Yeah,
sidearm I got, though.
Yeah, it's majestic.
Majestic. Legit. I never really saw him. I don't think did we see him? This was on the same bull, right? We were trying to, as he went over the ridge and we tried to go up
no,
there.
He just kept bugling, moving off.
Yeah.
And this is like early in the season. These bulls kind of, I think, a lot of times they stage up like all these finger ridges. The bulls are kind of late summer. They're off by themselves. They haven't really got cows, so they're pretty aggressive. Like you can hit it right. Where bugling early in the season is really, really good.
This is the 1st of September,
First of
right?
September.
Yeah. Opening
First
day.
Opening day. Yeah.
What's your favorite day to hunt out? If you had, or say a 5-day window.
If we're talking North Idaho, September 24th. My son's birthday, and I've killed some bulls on September 24th, and within
He's a good dad. Yeah. He's a good dad.
2 days before or after. I've got my son.
Oh,
an
he was
elk-
there.
Elk for his birthday.
Okay. I thought it's my son's birthday, but I was gone hunting and I've killed a lot of bulls on that day.
A lot of times he's with me.
Okay, gotcha. Just making sure.
Trent already down in a t-shirt. Donnie still has an insulated jacket on.
Donnie didn't get out of that insulated jacket. It got hot that day too. Side bugle.
Oh, no. Now we got on the herd. I remember there was cows and another bull right here.
Was there?
Yeah. Remember up through that burn, them all kind of moving off.
Did I shoot one?
Nope.
Just checking. Man, those burns are crazy.
They get hot in the middle of the day too.
Oh,
they do.
Man, they're just hot and dusty, and you got a couple guys in front of you kicking up the ash.
Yeah.
It's hard to breathe.
Remember that bull in the burn in Colorado next year? That was a good one.
Yeah, that was a good one. Dang, we almost had him.
You're better than that. Donnie D. Let's get to Dirk's hunt. Did he just cut off a bugle and bull tube? Is that what he did?
It's got a bigger mouthpiece. He's fashioned a custom mouthpiece for
what
his
he did?
tube. Yeah. He likes a big round mouthpiece.
Just to have it all clear over his mouth?
Yeah.
And this is one, I think, a good example of where bull takes off, and we just, like a lot of people just give up, like, oh, let's go back to the truck, go find something else. It's like, you're already in the elk, you know, and who knows what else is there, but got back on that same bull again.
Yeah. And sometimes elk will lead to other elk. Maybe you don't catch up with that bull, but maybe he takes you to some other elk that want to play.
And sometimes just him bugling can fire up another elk to
Right.
where you can
Yeah.
actually hear, okay, well, we're going to go over there instead. And sometimes it doesn't work at all and you don't see anything.
And then you just have a nature hike.
Then it's just a good hike.
Nature hike. That's pretty neat.
Tell it's a burn by the way it is.
It is.
Coming from Oregon, like, just Scream Fest, this was out of the norm for us,
Yeah.
honestly. Like, we will have to spend a day to find a bugling bull or two, or,
Yeah.
you know, so.
One of these days when you come hunt these giant Roosevelts, you'll understand.
Yeah.
You'll come here once and be like, what? Why?
Just lower your standards.
How did you ever get to hunt these things for so many years? Why would you?
Why? You guys are idiots. This is what you're going to think.
But even coming from Idaho, I mean,
Yeah, it's thick.
it's thick, and you don't hear a lot of bugles compared to like what we had here. It was like, man, it was a great hunt.
You want to
The slow-mo walk. Hard to beat it. Meanwhile,
Back at the Hall of Justice.
Dirk's just having snacks, no big deal.
We're eating candy.
How far were you from us there?
5 miles maybe.
Was
Yeah.
it? Okay.
Not too far.
Yeah, not kind of up on top of that main ridge.
I thought that was you game hogging us all day, just kind of bumping in front of us. I thought that's what was
Okay,
going on.
maybe we
Maybe. So give us the setup of the scenario here.
So we'd been hiking, throwing out bugles all morning. Then we hear a bull, and we're walking down this old logging road, right? And cat road, if you will, as you call them.
If you will.
And we're just putting out some bugles. Now, I don't know, I think we hear a bull up.
Where was that? That was the age-old question, bugling. It's like, it was that way.
Yeah, it's like, which way was it? We're just covering tons of country trying to hear a bull.
Some of this country, those bikes would do awesome.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, totally.
Oh, yeah.
And we heard just a little quiet bugle. It was not very loud. We didn't go very far at all.
Was he? Do you think he was just coming at you guys?
I think he must have been, but I
Was
think
he?
he was bugling really quiet. Because I walk over here to get set up, and I walk around this old this windfall, and that bull's standing there watching. I can see bits and pieces of him. We almost blew it.
Almost bumped.
Almost blew it. Yeah. If
moved
I'd have
too
took like
much?
2 more steps, he'd have seen me.
Yeah.
So. Oh yeah.
It's always
like,
nice
oh.
when you think they see you, but then they bugle and you're like, okay, we're okay.
Yeah.
We're good. We're good.
He's right there. So Corey faded back probably 100 yards or so.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
To
Tennessee
try to-
fid.
Yeah, trying to see if he could get him to just
Gotcha.
step out.
Cool bugle.
Yeah.
Were we passing anything on this hunt? Because I know you normally pass up if they're not 6 points.
Well, I wanted a 6 point. I was going to hold out for a 6 point.
You were?
Yeah, I shot a couple 5 points. And I really wanted a 6 point.
Your second one.
I didn't have to have,
Giant
380 inch antlers,
Not 380?
horns,
Yeah.
as some people call them, antlers. But
I just don't call them that.
I don't either. But yeah, this bull, like the first time he bugled, he was like 45 yards away.
Really?
He was just right there.
How close is he now, like where he comes?
He's like 40.
Is he that far?
Yeah. But when he comes out, he's about 30.
Okay.
He finally steps out. But he had a pretty watchful eye, and we were pretty exposed. He could see
You look like you're
everything.
kind of standing right out
Standing
there.
right in the middle of the opening, so I could not draw.
Pinned down, as some would say.
Yeah,
That's a shooter.
yeah. His third's kind of splay way out there. I was like, oh, that's cool.
Are you at full draw yet?
No,
He is for about an hour here in a second, I think, isn't
yeah,
it?
yeah.
Do you get the shakes a little bit?
No,
This could go either way right here. Like,
yeah. He's got us pegged. He sees us, but he don't know what we are. And I'm like, oh, good.
Yep. Fake bugle.
Fake bugle.
I love that.
He does some little fake out things, like he'll
love
kind of
that.
turn his head and then like look back to try to catch you. But little did he know I'd played that game a lot with white-tailed deer. White-tailed does
100%.
always do that.
Yeah. You've played that game before.
Yeah, I've seen it 100
100
times.
times. So that kind of shot is probably not a good frontal shot to take at 30 yards.
Yeah, you got that shoulder bone right in the way.
Yeah.
You could tuck it in there, but I'm just not a fan of it. I really
you
wanted.
don't shoot frontal for the most part, do you?
No, I mean if it was super close, like
Close.
5-10 yards maybe, and the right angle and everything, like as far as if he was on the same level as me.
Yeah.
But man, I just really want a high percentage shot. And a lot of times I've waited on like 10 or 15 yards, bull coming in frontal, and then last second just turns broadside.
Just in one
and
little-
I get it. So
Such cool footage here too.
Yeah.
It was just a neat
Jade was
encounter.
fun, right?
Jade helmet, yeah.
Jade, nice work. Nice work.
Yeah. And the crazy part, so as this is all starting to unfold, he's watching his battery on his camera. Battery life
remember that.
is starting to blink. And he's like, oh my God, what do I do? So at some point here in a little bit, when the bull kind of turns, I don't want to give too much away, he's going to start raking. But when that bull turns, Jade grabs his other camera that's hooked to his belt or whatever, picks it up, poof,
He's
and
double.
now he's
Right,
double.
no, that's
So
right.
he's leaning on the tripod, and he's got the second camera going, and just in case that battery dies.
Now, did you just draw?
No, but I wanted to.
Because he had his head in the brush just for a second, then
Yeah.
whips back around.
Yeah, I think I waited out until he actually starts rubbing.
This scenario, I mean, if we talked about it before, but this scenario, if the caller wasn't back there quite a ways, I don't think this would have happened.
Yeah.
I mean, he'd be pegging you right now going, okay,
Oh, yeah.
where
Where's
you
that
at?
sound?
Yeah.
So, I mean, this is one of those cases that having the caller back quite a ways helped a lot.
Sure did.
You couldn't have crossbowed him there, just kind of thrown one at him? I mean,
Yeah.
I thought you were better than that.
I think I'm just waiting for him to really get engrossed in rubbing it. Okay, now.
Here's the second camera, right?
Second camera, yeah.
So now he's quartered too much.
Game clock.
Yeah, and then that branch, it was right in the way. You see that deadfall branch is
Yeah.
sticking up? It's right over his vital. And I'm just like,
Perfectly wrong.
Yeah. Like, get broadside, take that step.
It's like 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes.
It
It was a
2
long
minutes
time.
and 43 seconds or something.
It's a long time to hold a bow.
I was thinking, I don't know if I can hold this anymore.
They're so cool. Such a cool animal. You couldn't like hit the corner of that branch and angle it into him?
Yeah.
I mean, that would be a great shot.
Yeah. And he's still a little quartering too.
Yeah, he was.
He just held up right there at that spot. He won't go forward.
You are pretty exposed too.
Yeah, we're just standing
You're
right out
standing
in
right there.
front of God and everyone.
If you'd had face paint on, he'd probably just went back to rubbing.
Yeah, maybe. You never know.
You know what I mean?
You never know. Oh,
Something's
he's
wrong.
like, I'm going to try to smell something. And right at the shot, he took a step and went to go away. So I hit him way far back.
Quartered?
Quartered hard though, and that thing dies right in sight.
Really?
Yeah, he walks over like 15 yards and tips over dead.
So you watched him die?
Yeah.
You couldn't shoot him on camera? I mean, what's the deal there?
What do you mean?
He was out of the view.
Oh, yeah.
Out of view.
I held out as long as I could.
You're better than that. Was he showing the battery light
Yeah.
blinking?
My battery.
He's down.
That's crazy with that shot that he didn't just, at least run out, a couple 100 yards.
Yeah, he walked like a few steps and tipped over.
fell over.
Just tipped over dead.
Just pull it.
Yes. You can kind of see him somewhere kicking around there.
That was a
didn't do the
long-
hug. You did the high five kind of.
Yeah.
embrace.
Broke rule number 1.
Yeah. Yeah. Some people aren't huggers, all right?
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We force
I'm
it
not-
no matter what.
Yeah.
We
so.
forced it.
I like it. I like it.
We forced it.
I like forced to be in
Oh, yeah,
weird situations with men in the mountains.
Yeah. It's just
It's
something I
not,
enjoyed
it's not
doing.
weird at all.
No.
That arrow passed completely through. It went in pretty far back and then came out in front of his shoulder.
No kidding.
Really?
Yeah.
That would be blood. Everybody's going to ask, what broadhead were you shooting there?
That was
Striker.
a G5 striker. I like those. They're super sharp.
What are you shooting this year?
I think I might shoot those again. They have a V2 that's
Yeah.
built a little tougher, I think. But
Oh, okay.
yeah,
there's
see, I
the
hit him way
entrance.
So it
back.
entered, but it came out clear way front?
So
Yeah.
you almost endoed that thing.
Yeah.
Like it came out in front of the
In
shoulder.
front of the shoulder, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
60-pound draw.
Yeah, because you weren't shooting a ton of weight that year.
No, that's why I was able to hold
That's
it so
awesome.
long. Guys get hung up on, I got to have an 80-pound bow, but man, I want to be able to hold my bow a long time if I have to, and proof's in the pudding.
Proof's in the pudding.
Yeah, he's a nice bull.
Yeah.
Tall rack. He was delicious too.
340?
340.
350?
Yeah, no.
Somewhere in there?
140, 240.
Hey.
So Jade, as we're working this thing up, we're like,
He was on bear guard.
he was on bear guard, and he was a little bit freaked out about it.
Was he really?
He was. He was a little bit on edge, which, rightfully so.
You're in the dark.
We are in the dark, making yummy treats for bears.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe this will be the year someone gets attacked by a grizzly, maybe, huh?
Well, I hope not.
Because
Really
I'm
hope
going to
not.
grizzly country.
That's going virus.
Oh.
That's going virus.
Camera guys better get that.
Yeah.
Better get that on film. So we hang that tree, or that elk high in a tree.
Do you think that matters?
How high you hang it?
Yeah.
I don't know. They say grizzly bears can't climb trees, but I bet they killed one of those because they got a lot of limbs.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, aren't you supposed to have it out from the tree or something so
Yeah,
far? Or
I think
something?
you're supposed to have one of those special meat poles.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bittersweet deal getting tagged out opening day.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
A lot of pressure off them.
I think that was the first time I've ever shot an elk on the opening day of archery season. Yeah.
You can just coast through.
Yeah. Then it was like, great, this is awesome. I don't have to, all the pressure's off. Now I can just bugle a lot.
A lot. A lot.
Hence the bugler.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Super fun.
Another good one, guys. That was, yeah. I don't think it was action-packed as our last one, but nice shot, Dirk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice shot.
Thanks. Hey, comment below if you've actually held your bow at full draw for 2 minutes and 46 seconds and still been able to get the shot. It seems like most of the time when you hold your bow back drawn for a long time, it never works out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You hold it, then they kind of turn and walk away or whatever the case may be. But that was like a weird time where it actually panned out to where I was actually able to shoot.
Trevor's
after
done
holding it for a
some
long
like
time.
funky, like press his limb down like against his knee
Oh,
before and like push.
Give a little relief.
Yeah, exactly.
Weird stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, but comment below if you've held yours a long time and still been able to get the elk.
yeah. Or deer. Or
deer,
rabbit or whatever.
Yeah, squirrel.
So if you
Sometimes.
guys are enjoying this story time scenario of us kind of breaking down the behind the scenes and you have not yet subscribed, do us a favor, hit that subscribe button and mean the world to us. Yeah, we just enjoy making content, especially archery elk. It's pretty tough to beat. Yeah.
Very tough to beat.
Yeah,
And
it's our favorite.
we got some hunts together this year.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This is gonna be fun.
Yeah.
And all three of us haven't been able to hunt together since then.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Since 2017.
That's a good point.
So I'm so jacked. It's gonna
we'll
be
fling
good.
an
It's
arrow.
gonna be
Little
fun.
Montana action.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for that for this year, and thank you guys so much for watching this.
No worries over nickels and dimes or a 9-to-5 grind. I gotta get loose sometimes. In trouble.